This is a rather offbeat tale of offbeat people who live in an offbeat town. The bizarre story of Norwegian immigrant Trygve Bauge and his grandfather, Bredo.
Bredo Morstel had never visited his grandson Trygve, who lived here in Nederland, Colorado. So Trygve brought him over for an extended visit.
Trygve put him up in a storage shed behind his house, which may seem a little inhospitable, but Grandpa Bredo didn't mind since he was dead and frozen. And look at his view.
I thought it was a shipment of frozen shrimp.
Trygve's friends, Walter and Gordon, helped keep Grandpa ice down. It's a cryogenic thing.
And let her rip.
Trygve was keeping Grandpa Bredo on ice for future reanimation. But unfortunately,
Trygve was deported in 1994, leaving behind his mother, who said she could manage all right, but she was a little concerned about the frozen bodies in the backyard, defrosting.
And everybody looked and said, "What bodies?" And she said, "Well, my father is in a shed behind the house."
the Beck sisters were so fascinated by Grandpa's chilling tale, they made a documentary film about it. Kathy?
I'm the producer.
Robin?
I'm the director.
And Shelley?
I'm the creative consultant.
I'm the creative director.
Nederland marshals received a tip that there could be bodies at Trygve Bauge's home last night.
The town was mortified.
And at first they were saying, we can't have this body, oh my God, it's going to taint the water supply. They wanted to get a hazmat team up there, and so everybody, just was really upset about it. Let's get that body out of there.
But the town passed an ordinance, finally against, having your relative frozen in a shed behind your house, but
Excuse me, that sounds like a pretty tough restriction.
it is.
I wouldn't want to live in a community where you couldn't keep your dead relatives in a tough shed behind your house with the chainsaws and the lawnmowers.
But they left Grandpa up there. He was grandfathered in.
Oh,
yeah,
an existing
situation. Exactly. So he's the only one they can have.
Grandpa Bredo has gone from being a health hazard to, well, if he isn't the Chamber of Commerce Man of the Year, I don't know who is.
All right, here we go.
Nederland now holds an annual festival in his honor.
5 more steps, we'll all be dead.
Complete with a frozen dead guy parade.
Makes me so proud to live in this town.
Go!
Go.
They have coffin races. And a polar bear swim. An event started by Trygve, who preaches life extension through icy baths and coffee enemas. Luckily, the town chose icy baths for the festival. And there was a Grandpa Ball, featuring Chip and the Chowderheads performing Grandpa's in the Tough Shed.
Welcome to the Life Extension Institute and Cryonic Storage Facility.
And, yep, tours conducted by Grandpa's current Iceman, Bo Schaefer.
This is Bredo's Cryonic Storage Facility.
You don't really see Bredo. You see the shed and a plywood box that contains the ice-covered coffin.
That is a picture of the gentleman himself. Of course, that was before he was frozen.
But tourists still thought they got their money's worth. Appropriate refreshments were served. Here's to you, Bredo. Things are working out so well, some have suggested bringing in more frozen stiffs.
I think the neighbors were like, I think one stiff grand popsicle is what they call them, is enough.
Trygve pays Bo $650 a month to keep Grandpa on ice. But many believe Grandpa may never be revived.
He has actually defrosted 3 times.
The freezer burn may very well have set in at this point.
Hi, welcome!
But even if Trygve Bauge's low-tech cryogenics experiment is unsuccessful...
What's the story on the frozen dead guy celebration? Is it still going on?
You can still go up and see...
Grandpa Bredo has already achieved a kind of immortality.